I'm Vance Lundell, and my brother Jim and I started farming together pretty much right out of high school. Some years after we started farming, we started expanding into hogs.
We farrowed and finished them and called the buyer and sold them and made some money. I don't know if you describe it as fun, but it was. We really enjoyed it.
It was the best time growing up. As a little kid, you're just fascinated by that, the miracle of life. And seeing the passion that my dad and my uncle took raising pigs, the care for them, that was part of their livelihood.
We were just trying to, build our own operation at that time. So we hadn't really thought that far ahead, until the boys started getting older. Then you kind of think, well, I wonder if they'd be interested in carrying this on.
And luckily, Mom and Dad and our uncle wanted to farm in a way that they wanted to pass that on and carry that on to the next generation. Having that opportunity is one thing, but then blessing us with the work ethic to be able to make sure that we carry that on.
I wasn't sure in the very beginning, if Brad was going to want to raise hogs, but we were comparing it to the way we used to do it. And now with all the monitors and everything they have, they are so computer literate that, I'd be lost.
One of the biggest challenges today in succeeding is keeping up with the technology, trying to become as efficient as you can, and be good environmental stewards to the land as our parents and grandparents and great-grandparents were.
When we do chores and we walk through our barns every day, we're making sure all the cups are flowing water. We're checking that all the feeders are full of feed. We have inlets that bring air in. We're making sure that they all look good. So we're kind of doing that 360 scan when we're walking through and checking the pigs.
My wife and I have 4 kids. We have 3 boys and a girl. When they see us out doing chores and see us with our livestock, I hope they see the sense of pride that we take in not only our facilities, but our animals.
We're an animal caretaker, so it's so enjoyable to be able to go through our barns each day, look at the animals, look at the growth. It's silly, some people might think, to see how happy the pigs are, but it's just a good feeling.
The qualities that I really admire about him, the level of care for animals, I think is always at the top of the list. Everything is clean, everything is orderly. We like to welcome visitors when we can through our hog barns and show them what we do. I feel like we're both proud of what we do. We like to show our friends, our neighbors, this is our passion.
I'm so proud of them both because, Brad's got 4 kids and he really does a good job going to their games and ball games. And same way with Brian, he's never against taking on a new project. So, he's on the volunteer fire department at Kyron. And
never in a million years I would ever think that I would be on the department. But as I grew up, I just developed more of a passion to care, and especially being around this community and seeing whenever, if we would have a fire and the department would come. Finally, one day helping the fire chief on his combine, he had posed the question, and it was something that I'd always thought about, but it just took him asking me, and I thought, I'm gonna finally do it.
We feel that we, as local livestock farmers, we like to give back to our community. If everybody chips in and helps, then there's never a big job that can't be done really easily. So we feel we like to take great pride in supporting different avenues within our community, whether it's giving hot dogs to our Little League team or grilling burgers up for the kids on the last day of school. When the kids are used to the regular school lunch and they see you in there, or they know they're getting barbecue pork burgers, you could just tell there was some excitement because it's good food. It makes me feel real good that here we've raised a product right here in Iowa. It's been processed right here in Iowa. It's a safe, high source of protein that we can turn around and feed to our public.
For us growing up in a small community, it's just fun. And especially our communities, you know, we grew up close to the town of Kyron, and so that's one of our communities. I love that I have the opportunity to raise my family and our little boy Noah on our farm, in our small community. I hope that he can learn the responsibility of the farm and the responsibility, you know, to our community. With the practices that we do, we try to just do what we can to make sure that this world is ready for the next generation and that we're doing our part to make it better for them. My name is Brian Lundell.
My name is Brad Lundell.
I'm an Iowa pig farmer.
I'm an Iowa pig farmer, and we care about Iowa too.